Hello everybody. It's getting late, I'm hungry, and I wanted to fix me some seafood pasta. And I would add fish to it, but I don't have any fresh fish. But I do have a little bit of cut up crab. And I've got about a cup and a half of small shrimp, peeled and deveined and with the tail cut off. So, and I always like to use bow tie pasta with my seafood pastas when I make it. But anyway, I got my water boiling. Add a little bit of salt to the water. And I'm going to go ahead and boil my bow tie pasta while I fix my sauce. Because it takes a little while to cook this. And I don't think I'm going to use a whole box of it, maybe half of it. And if I have sauce, which I know I will, I can cook this another time. Or I can heat some up tomorrow and cook it. You know what? I think I will just go ahead and cook the whole box of it. There's not that much in there anyway. Woo! More than I thought. But if I don't use it for my seafood pasta, I can melt cheese in it or something. Make me another salad with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook the whole box. I will need to add a little bit more hot water to that. Yeah, thank goodness my water finally came back on. The water's been off all day. I am going to put just a little bit of olive oil in my pan, not much. I've got just a little bit of onion. I still do like a little bit of onion in my, probably about 1/8 of a onion, and I'm not even putting all of what I had chopped up in there. I've peeled 4 cloves of garlic that I'm just going to chop up a little bit in this dish while my pan's getting hot with my onion in there. Because I'm going to add my fresh garlic to my sauce. And this is just imitation crab that I got. I can't afford the real stuff. But the imitation crab puts that crab flavor in there, and that's what you want. And also the shrimp that I bought, it's like $6 for a bag of like 80 shrimp. And I can cook twice out of that one bag. Or I can make sauce 2 times. Whether it be the sauce like I'm going to make, or either like a tomato paste sauce. You know what? I think I'm going to move over to this side. I think you can see my pan better. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and heat that up a little bit because I don't want my garlic to burn. I'm just going to saute those little bit of onions first. Keep an eye on my pasta. I am going to add about 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic and cook that a little bit with my onions and my butter before I add anything else. And that is boiling, so I'm going to turn it down a bit. I don't want it to boil over on me. Yeah, for something like this, the imitation crab works just as well, and it's a lot cheaper. Just going to saute those onions and garlic just a tiny bit to bring out the flavor in that garlic. It already smells good. And I probably have garlic breath, what they call garlic breath, all the time because I love garlic and I love onions. And I love the dishes you make with all of it. I'm now going to add my shrimp, which I said it's already been deveined and tails are off. It's supposed to have the hull off, but there's a piece of a hull right there. And they're frozen, but I'm going to enter them anyway. Doesn't take long for shrimp to cook, even if it's frozen. It'll cool the pan down a little so my onions and my garlic don't burn. If you want to, you can take your shrimp out beforehand and let it thaw out before you put it in there. But it is raw shrimp, so it does need to cook. It'll cook while it thaws. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic salt. I'm going to add a little bit of onion salt. Well, if I can get it to shake out. I'm going to put some black pepper in there. And you season it to your own taste. If you don't like a lot of pepper, a lot of all this other stuff, then use it sparingly. I like a lot of seasoning in mine. I'm going to use some carnation milk. Put a little bit in there, and then I'm going to fill it up with water. And then I'm going to add some flour. Just maybe a couple of tablespoons of flour. And this is just to thicken up my sauce when I put it in there. I'm not going to put it in there yet. I'm just mixing my flour up in here. I like a thick, creamy sauce. I guess y'all see what I'm going to be eating tomorrow. I'm going to be warming some of this up and eating it tomorrow. You can see my shrimp is turning pink. And that's just a half a bag of shrimp right there. I think there was like 80 to 90 count in the bag. And Walmart, I think, had a rollback special price on it. So I got it for like $6. So I got about $3 worth of shrimp in my pan right now. take one of those bow ties out and let it cool and let me try it to see how the doneness is. Whew, it's hot. I'm going to add my crab. And again, that is imitation crab. And I think I'm going to get just a little bit more butter. Oh, it's not quite done yet. Because I love a lot of butter in my seafood pasta. And basically that imitation crab, all you gotta do is heat it up. It's already cooked. I mean, you can eat it right out of the package, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, that smells so good. I'm going to pour in that cup of milk with my flour mixture. I'm going to add a scoop of sour cream. Mix that up good. And one thing I didn't get was my green onions. I was going to go cut some green onion tops and cut them up and garnish the top of it with it. But I was on a live video tonight, so I didn't make it out there to get the green onions. Let me try another one of these and see. They're almost completely cooked. I just turned the flame off. I'm going to leave them in that water just a tiny bit longer. And they will finish cooking even though the burner's turned off. And this is going to just cream right up. I may have to add just a little bit more milk or water, one. because it might get too thick. But I got to taste this just for the taste test. Oh my God, that is so good. So good, y'all. See how we're running on time. Turning down the burner just a little bit. I don't want it to splatter out. If you don't have sour cream, you don't have to put sour cream in it. You can put whole milk. You can use any type of milk, really, basically, you want to put in this. It doesn't have to be evaporated milk. I keep evaporated milk on hand to use in coffee or in recipes. That way I don't have to worry so much about the date going out on it. But you see how creamy that's getting. And if I'd had some catfish or flounder or perch, I'd have cut up a few pieces of that, fresh raw fish. I'd have thrown it right in here too. I don't have any right now, so I couldn't put it in there. Turn that off. Get some of this pasta out. Dip me out some of this sauce. Oh my God. Ah, like they made a mess there. There you go. Seafood pasta with a creamy, thick cream sauce, shrimp, and crab meat. Imitation crab meat. That is so good, y'all. You gotta try it. There's some pasta with a shrimp. Y'all have a bite. Let's see if it's too hot to put in my mouth. Mmm. Mmm. Even without scallions or any onions chopped up on top, that is so good. So good, y'all. Oh my God. And you always want to wait till after your shrimp is cooked before you put the crab in there, because the crab is fully cooked, and if you leave the crab meat in there too long, it'll start unrolling and come apart, and you don't want it to do too much of that. There goes another piece, y'all. Bow tie pasta with shrimp and crab sauce. Mmm. You will not get any better than that in a 5-star restaurant, I promise you. And it's so simple and easy to make. And I got plenty for tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to wish you a good day. Please like, share, subscribe to my videos. Try this recipe. If you like seafood, if you like pasta, you're going to love this recipe. And I will see you on my next one. Bye now.